I'll turn that down. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I think, yeah, right about there. I guess we'll do. This is E. Done it. Not very good at this. Okay, so hopefully everyone can hear me. It's been a little bit since I've done some videos, but anyways, as you full well know, my screen name is Acres 100,000. Well, to be truthfully honest, I wanted to do a video today because, well, how do I put this? I've been doing some videos about Warframe in the game itself. Well, today I wanted to do a video about clans and clans. My clan is known as JSUS Crystone, or Creastone. My friend said it very differently, and now he messes me up when I try and do it. Anyways, this game has clans and alliances and such. Alliances are formed between clans. Anyways, a clan, as if anyone will full well know from a game, is a group, more or less. It's a massive. It could be a massive size group. This is my clan, JSUS Crystone. Darn it, my friend still messes me up. Now, today I'm doing this video to give you a little bit of introduction as to my opinion. Well, not so much my opinion of dojos,
the system continues
but my
to fall
opinion
into
in
chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
I don't know if anyone doesn't know this about me too much. A couple of my friends who have seen these videos know that I am a born-again Christian believer in Jesus Christ. I wanted to do this video for two reasons. A, of course, to just literally have fun and just really enjoy the game, because, you know, sometimes you just literally just want to watch someone laugh the entire way and just destroy enemies. I've done that. It's actually really funny. Some people do it, but also sometimes people just want more of an introduction to the game, or sometimes you think sometimes video games have a way of painting a certain picture. Well, say someone comes along and paints a different picture and says, hey, games don't always have to be about strict rules, and, you know, not everyone has to be mean to everyone. Sometimes you can just laugh as your friend just leaves you to be bombarded by enemies, and, you know, you just literally laugh and say, thanks, you just killed me. And then you just laugh because you're like, sorry. Well, anyways, it was for that purpose. The second purpose, of course, was this reason. I'm hoping to get more members. There's a new update coming out for Warframe called the Fortuna update. Now, with Fortuna, you need Tenno. And Tenno, of course, are faction. There are factions in this game. There's like 4 or 5 different kinds. Anyways, Tenno is the one that we are. In the new update, it requires Tenno that you can rely on, and Tenno that you can trust. So, the reason I'm doing this video today, as well, is to maybe recruit some good Tenno. But more than that, it's Tenno that you can trust. Anyways, so that's a bit of what I'm going to do today.
New alert marked navigation, Tenno.
Now, after this video, you can definitely subscribe. I'm not always available, but usually a good percentage of the time I am. This part of this upcoming season, I'm going to be working a lot because it is coming up to the holidays. I do have a job, so I'll be working quite a bit. But definitely if I see your notification, I have created a Facebook group. You can find it on Facebook. It's called Warframe JSUS Christone. Gives a little bit of a description of who we are. If you want, you can join that. This is a PS4 console thing, so they are bringing out Warframe for Nintendo Switch. So if they do crossplay, which is where they'll allow other consoles to play with other consoles like PC, Warframe, Xbox One. If they do that, then there's no need for me to do what I'm thinking of doing. But just for now, this is a PS4 thing. Once again, my screen name, my PS4 screen name is Acres100000. So if you are interested in joining, you don't have to message a post on Warframe. You can necessarily send it to my PSN screen name, and I'll get back to you. Anyways, I also posted this because sometimes players just want to join a clan and they just want to play with other players. To be truthfully honest, the really fun thing about multiplayer games is that you get to play with other people, other players. But not all players are nice. And, you know, sometimes I understand that, you know, you can get pretty frustrated and such. So, without further ado, I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay while I explain a bit of my ambition. Because since understanding that this is a clan and a dojo, I don't want to just say this is what it is without giving a bit of introduction. So I definitely want to explain a little bit of what my ambition is. The Warframe you're seeing is Nyx Prime, so that's who I'm going to be playing at while I do this. I am going to do an easy mission so I can just... I'm going to be truthfully honest, I'm also doing this so I'm not sitting here the entire time because I'll be growing idle and that'll drive me nuts. So I'm just gonna be doing something to keep the other part of me busy. What the heck. I'll just deal with the infestation. Infestation are another type of faction. FYI, do not let them crowd you for too long, because they will throw you to the floor. They've done it to me. So. Okay. I am the leader of JSUS Christone, so if you contact me personally, you'll pretty much be talking to the head honcho, so to speak. But again, I am a born-again Christian believer.
Must provide cover for
now, to join our dojo,
keep the infested busy.
You don't have to be a born-again believer. Part of my ambition is to have Tenno join who are interested in a different type of dojo. Meaning one that's of a certain Christian origin, but more than that, it's more of a fun clan and dojo. It's not always strict rules, this is how it has to be. You know, I've had players come into the dojo and they've never played again. Now, I did kick them, but the only reason that I kicked them was because they never played again. And I'm looking for more of a bit of active type of Tenno, but I am lenient. Like, my friend makes runes and such, it drives me nuts all the time. Like, he builds stuff, and it drives me nuts, because he doesn't build it right, and then I'm like, oh, for gosh sakes. And I'm like, okay, you know what, we can work with this. So, as I said, it's not what other things are like. So, if you were to join the dojo, remember it is of Christian origin, so it may not be for everybody, but I don't know if anyone has read the Bible or such, but if you are familiar with it, you'll kind of get what a lot of the stuff in there states about that.
Life support on the way.
More along the lines of the gist, I'm going to give you the bottom. I'm going to literally state this just so... I'm going to share this just so you can get why this is part of my dojo. again, I'm a born-again believer, and I believe that Jesus Christ, who came in the flesh of the living God, died for our sins, so we could literally be washed and cleansed, and literally be right with the one and true living God. And by that, what I mean is, Jesus bore all of our mistakes, all of our sins. He bore it all on the cross. So that when we call upon his name, and we say, I don't want to live a life of sin anymore, we can be washed and cleansed. And we won't be like we once were. And by that I mean we won't be, how do I put this? We won't be unsaved. So, anyways, if you are interested more on that part, I have a friend who explains a lot better. His name is he's on Facebook. He's, how do I put this? His screen name is XPNX Soul, something like that. I'd have to talk with him a bit. Anyway, so back to the clan or dojo. Okay, so this clan, my ambition is to get A, more Tenno, and B, Tenno who are a bit more active. C, Tenno who are a little bit tolerant of what I believe. Because, in all truthful honesty, if you're going to join, you know, I'm going to be truthfully honest, you don't have to stay. If you don't like what that says in there, you know, you're free to come and go. To be truthfully honest, I'm a pretty nice guy. But, you know, just keep in mind that, well, you'll get more of the gist of what it's about as you join. Anywho, I'm not very pushy. Like, I won't push my religion on you. I won't be very pushy. As I said, it's meant to be more of a fun and a free type of plan. Not bound by certain rules like saying, oh, you can only use these certain type of materials, you can only put this amount of credits in, blah, 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 blah. It's meant to be more free. So if you build a room that's totally useless, that's okay. Now that's not set up just yet, because in all truthful honesty, I don't have it set up that everybody can build everything, and that's only a security type of thing. Because the way the game has it is, if you try and build, like, the way they have it is, in Warframe, and the clan dojo, I'm going to destroy these real quick, because, to be honest, I don't want them shooting me with those, in case. I think I destroyed the lasers, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's destroy that. Alright, so, give me a second. I need to get rid of these people. Yeah, you can just, yeah, you can take that. Yeah, you like that? You like the slug? Like that? Nope. Nope. You can get out. Here. I'll leave you with that.
This will help our cause.
Destroy each other. Have fun with that. You can have fun with my spores. Yeah, you like that. Oh, we're going away. Take this. Take my spores. Oh, shoot. Alright, we're gonna get away from them for a second. So, anyway, so yeah. Anyway, so the game has it to where when you build stuff, you can also, when you build stuff in the dojo, like when you add rooms and such, you can also destroy them. So I don't have it set up for regular newbies to like build and create and stuff like that. And that's mainly a security thing, so you don't destroy a room or a place that we built. Because if you do, we'll pretty much just have to build it again. And that's unfair to other players who want to use those materials in there. So, again, I'm not looking for players who just use the clan or the dojo up. By all means, if you're gonna do that, this is not the clan for you. So, I don't want to use the phrase, if you're gonna be doing that, please don't send me a request, but it is the truth. If that's what you're after, please do not send a message to me because of that. That is literally the one rule and thing with this. So, another thing I wanted to share is, with the new update coming out, I am, again, looking for active Tenno, but I'm also looking for Tenno that,
Life support activated.
I don't want to say will be available, but I'm looking for
Prepare for life
Tenno who will be on the game more often.
That should keep you going
So,
for a while.
That's just a bit of what my ambitions are. Now, I'm usually on Warframe at least once a day, so you'll probably end up seeing me. I'm not always available. B, sometimes I just want to be alone and relax. But being a true believer and all of that, you know, if you need help with something, and if I've got nothing better else to do, I might just help you out. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it is nice to have help from other players. So this is more of a helpful clan and dojo, a little bit. I can't speak for everyone else in it, but, you know, but if you do need help, you know, well, I'll put it this way. If you need help with something, just message me, and if I'm available, I'll help you out. You know, because it is a group clan dojo. So, with that being said, that's just a little bit of what we're about. Other than that, it's completely free. As I said, this is just pretty much an introduction and of what we're about. I have 2 members.
Life support incoming.
One of the members doesn't really play this game, but he is a very, very close friend of mine and a brother in the, he is a born-again believer, just like me, and he is a very close friend of mine. So,
Life support has
he,
been replenished.
I haven't really changed his position much or whatever. I'm holding out hope one day that he will play again,
I've
but
delivered another
he
life
might
support
not.
capsule.
But that's okay. It's more of a
Life
respect
support has been
and
replenished.
honor thing for him. I haven't really told him that. I probably should. It'll probably make his day. You know, it's a nice thing to say. Anyway, so that's a bit. That's that. Let's see. I personally am going to start this. I haven't started it just yet, mainly just because, well, I've been doing a lot of different stuff. I won't go into detail, but I've been gaining more knowledge and wisdom before I go into all this kind of stuff. So, I am starting a prayer type of thing.
They could not
So,
do this without you.
you know, if you need prayer and such,
Get ready for a capsule.
especially if you're a member. I mean, if someone is, how do I put this? Like, if you're a member and you post on the, I don't know, even on the group, or if you message me and say, hey, I need prayer for this, or something like that.
Support capsule.
You know, I can say a prayer for you and such. So prayer is involved. It's not mandatory. Like, it's not a requirement, you know, one of those things. As I said, it's more of a free clan. But that is involved. So if you want prayer for something, and, you know, something like that, I can help you out. So this clan is meant to be a little bit of everything. It's meant to be free. It's meant to be fun. And literally just meant to be good. It is what it is. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I had to share. There's one other member you might see quite often. His screen name is Naruto XYZ W17. I don't know. You'll see him on there. He is a member as well. So that's that. Now, I don't mind what kind of tenor you are, whether you're new or old, veteran or whatever. I really don't mind. One thing I definitely have one rule. This is another rule I'm going to put into place now that I think about it. Is please be courteous, respectable. Now, if there is a frustration, that does happen. You know, maybe there was a misunderstanding. But by all means, don't be flat out discourteous to other players. I'm not going to literally, I'm not even going to joke about that. Don't get me wrong. If you are, it's okay. But when I say discourteous, I mean the type of player who just all out spits on everyone else. I will not put up with that. You will be kicked. You will. So, but other than that, you know, other than that, you're good. Other than that, you're pretty much good to go. Well, I don't want to say that I'll kicked. Sometimes, you know, people are just having a bad day, so it just depends. But if you are interested, definitely message me. If you like this video, definitely subscribe. Without a doubt, rate it, whatever. If you are interested, I pretty much gave you all the information. I'm hoping to edit this video a little bit more later. I might not, but that way other players can join. I am the highest level player in the game, in the dojo and clan. You will have to get an invite from me. My friend, the Naruto XYZ one, sometimes he can invite people too. So if I'm not online and you do want to join and you see him online, you can message him. This was meant to just put it out there so everybody can join. As I said, I'm looking for more active players. So again, if you're using dojos to get items, I'm not looking for that. So, this is not the right dojo for you. You know, but if you do end up doing that and then just leave, note that there is a time. If you don't play for a certain amount of time, you will be kicked. And that's mainly just because it's not so much a thing against you, but it's for other players. Because say there's another player that plays Warframe a lot, and you're taking up his spot, and you haven't played for like a year or a month, or I'm not say a month, but like let's say 2-3 months, okay, or something like that. It depends. Again, you know, if you're not playing for a certain amount of time, and maybe your PS4 broke and you just have to get another one in like 2 months, 4 months, I'll be courteous. As I said, it's not definite, you know. There is leniency, mercy, all that kinds of stuff. So there is a certain amount of wait time. If you don't message me or Naruto, him, I don't know his exact screen name. Anyways, but if you give us no information whatsoever, you would be kicked. Just so that spot is available for somebody else who truly needs it. Without further ado, this is JSUS Creston. This is the dojo. We have vaults, treasuries. We have all kinds of decorations. It is still being worked on. There's all kinds of cool stuff up in here. This is the greatest hall. This is just a little bit. I'm not going to do absolutely everything because there is a bunch. This is the Tenno lab. We have 2 of them. We are currently working on rooms, more rooms. So say you want to go to a certain place, more accessibility. We have an observatory. It's a very, very, very cool one. This is really cool what I did with it. My friend, he did this. He gave the fog thing, which I think is so cool that he did. We have all the rooms. We have the bio lab. Let's see here. We have the chem lab. And when you go in here, sometimes a lot of this stuff will be completed. So by all means, you can grab what you need if you need it. Sometimes if you need help, I can definitely help you get the materials. Because sometimes it takes more than 1 Tenno to grab this stuff, believe me. We also have Energy Lab. I mean, it's way over, where is it? It's right over here. We have the Energy Lab, the Bio Lab, all the labs. We even have the Orkin Lab. We have that for a special reason. Anyways, the teleporters, a lot of the newest rooms don't have this. A lot of them. But some of these names are from the Bible, like Peter. Peter's from the Bible, he's from the New Testament. The church, that speaks of the church, the apostles, they were from the Bible. Some of this stuff isn't, and mainly that's just because I never did any of that. And then the names are names of my friends, maybe Christian believers like Eric, and then there's me, of course. And then sometimes if you go into some of these little teleporters here, and you go to some of these places, sometimes they'll have a description, more or less. There'll be a, well, it's not here now. I don't know why. Just give me just a second. I don't know if it got deleted. Maybe it did. But yeah, it must have been deleted. I'll have to update this. The messages were probably deleted somehow. I'll have to fix that. I don't think a friend of mine did it, but it doesn't have it for now. But there were messages in here about scripture and all of that. Another thing I want to add is please do not delete those messages. Now, if you want to put something up, something maybe that's personal about you, I do allow that. As I said, this is a free dojo. I don't mind what you put up, what you create, as long as if it's something really big, like, say, if you're gonna do something like, oh, for gosh sake, where is it? Where's that little, oh, here we go. This is an Ascension thing. This is an Ascension for your dojo. If it is available and you are playing, I really, really would want you to participate in this. I don't see why you would. This helps us upgrade our rank. Let's see, where is it at? Should be in here. Okay. This is my dojo. As I said, this is the dojo we created. This here is really cool. Check this out. This is eventually going to be a cool hangout. I'm working on a couple of these. I'm going to make like a little, well, I don't want to say a mini bar, but I'm going to make a little something here, and it'll just be a cool hangout where we can all sit. Maybe this could be used for prayer, like a prayer thing, or maybe just eventually later down the road. I don't want to do this just yet because I'm in the preparation and everything, but there could be Bible teachings, all that type of stuff. As I said, I'm welcoming anybody who is, I'm welcoming anybody as long as it meets the following criteria, you know, looking for more active Tenno, but I'm looking for players who are interested in, who are interested in Jesus, but also interested in Warframe. And I also welcome players who want more of a laid-back and a less mean environment. I've been doing this quite a bit lately. I've been trying to, how do I put this? I've noticed that with video games, a lot of players get competitive, and they get really, really mean. And even I've done this a little bit, but that's only just because sometimes when somebody does something really, really so super annoying, there was a player who activated lasers in a mission again and again and kept killing me and killing my stacks with my Nidus Warframe. So I was like, please stop turning on the lasers. But, you know, I stated that not so, well, it was a bit out of frustration, but it was so he would stop destroying my stacks. You know, so it wasn't so much out of anger. I mean, I was a little bit frustrated, so I will admit that, but it was for that purpose. Anyway, so that's pretty much everything I have to share. Everything on this subject. So if you are interested, definitely subscribe. Definitely follow. I do welcome you. Definitely welcome. I welcome any level 10-0 at all. I do not mind. Even if you are completely new to the game, because I was once new too, so I had to learn. Let's see. If you are very interested in Warframe, you like what you're seeing, especially even if you haven't played it before, and if you have questions, I might see them, I might not, you know what I mean? Again, I don't always check this stuff. I might get a little bit more serious about that, considering it, especially if I'm doing all this. So if I do come across your post, I do have a Facebook group that includes this, so a lot of the stuff that we do on here will be on there, except gameplay, of course. I'm maybe hoping to post videos, stuff like that. But yeah. So if you have if you have questions about how to get the game, how to do what I can do or what we can do, then you know I can help you from there. Especially if you're interested in the game. Again, this video wasn't about gameplay. That was just something fun for me to do while I talked. It's at least so I'm not idling and sitting here, because again, I am moving all over the place, because that's... I had to do something. As patient as I am. This is the very last thing I want to say. The Warframe you see is the Saren. This is the Saren Prime. Again, I am the highest level player in the clan. I have pretty much... There's only one Warframe that I'm missing. I'm pretty sure I have all the Prime Warframes. Not all of them are maxed out. I'm pretty good at the game. If I had to gauge myself, I am definitely intermediate to advanced. So I'm not completely I don't know absolutely everything, but I know enough to make the way that I would put this, say if the enemy had intel on me and they had my profile, this is to give you a bit of a gist of what of how experienced I am. And this is just something for you. This is not even something. This is just so if you come to me for help, you know, this is more of a peace of mind kind of thing for you. And also just a bit of an explanation of my power. It's not so much about status or whatever. It's just so you know. Just in case you need a certain type of Warframe, or you need to know something, you have that peace of mind and whatever. And also just so you know. So if the enemy had my info and the enemy was like, okay, this is Acres 100,000, this is his profile, I would be a intermediate to advanced player. So I don't know absolutely everything, but I know enough to make me a threat. So I know a little bit more than that. So I would definitely be I wouldn't be a gigantic threat, but I would be a major threat. So I don't know everything, but I know definitely enough to make me a threat. So, to the enemy, so to speak. So, anyways, that's about it. So, if you're interested, definitely message me. If you like this video, you want to know more about Warframe, stuff like that, definitely. If you like the video, subscribe. Yeah, without that, you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Definitely hoping to get some more members. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. How do I...